What's going on YouTube? Krios here. Today we're going to be talking about some chord progression software. These are a hot item right now, so it's a big deal. There's a lot of them out there, and there's some really cool ones that I've tried, and I'm going to show you those. There's definitely some other ones that are I'm not going to feature. I'm only picking three. These are the three that I've kind of messed with, and there's definitely one that I want to highlight that is by far better than anything I've ever seen. So here we go. We're going to start off with Cthulhu, which is pretty cool. It's from Xfer. They make Serum. It's a little bit... It's different, man. This one's a little different from most of them because we'll just get into it. It has some really cool features. Arpeggiations and stuff like that there's kind of like one of their specialty things. I haven't dug into it very deep, but I'll play with this a little bit more. Maybe we can find out something today, and feel free to leave some comments on this thing too if you see me ask some questions about it, because some things I'm like, well, I wish it would do this, and it might do that. So please respond, and if you know Cthulhu better than I do, I would like to learn it a little bit better. So on from there, we're going to talk about Captain Chords. Captain Chords is going to step up the game quite a bit here. They are going to give you a couple of different VSTs to throw in there. So you have Captain Chords, and it's going to come with Captain Bass, and finally it's going to come with Captain Melody, which it took them 9 months to get out, which they promised us. I hope you're watching this video, buddy, because the customer service just is poor. They came out with a whole bunch of other products. They worked on all kinds of other products. Why they promised us, we already gave them their money, and he finally put out a beta version, which is blah, subpar, nothing like the Mac version. So if you got a Mac, you're probably in the clear with this company. You're not gonna have to worry about anything. But PC users got pooped on by this company, and the guy's kind of a dick, really. I've emailed him back and forth millions of times. Everybody's had a problem with him with PC, and he didn't let anybody know when he put out his crappy beta version either. We just kind of had to figure it out on our own. Like after waiting 9 months, are you going to keep on going back to the website every day? Hell no, dude. Send me an email. Tell me something was wrong, man. Your mom died. Whatever it may be, man. I would have understood. But you left everybody in the dark, and good product, poor customer service. And that's important to me, man. It really is. It kind of like shot the deal on this. But past all that, it's a good product for, getting... if you're in a rut or stuck or need things to flow together. But it does kind of sound, these first two products are going to sound, I don't know, synthetic. They're going to sound like they're being generated by things. Now, this one, not so much. You can manipulate this one, and it comes with its own sound source too. But when we get to this one here, I'm going to show you, which is Fabriciopos. I have no idea how to pronounce that, guys. I'm sorry to mess that name up, but J74 from Progressive, hands down, the best one out there. I promise you. Look at the UI on this thing. Who else is going to try to teach you how to not use their product? The circle of fifths down here and progression chart over here. It's nuts and insane. The control that you have over this. I mean, it's going to make it sound human. I mean, you put error in it, and it's nuts. It's nuts. So it's a Max for Live device, so Ableton only, and this is the cheapest one out of them all. So J74 is 15 pounds, so that's going to come out to $17, 18 bucks. I mean, it's less than $20, man. And you're getting more bang for your buck on this one than any other one. So Ableton users have a definitely advantage here, and it edits the clip, and it edits right into your clip, so you don't have to drag and drop or connect the MIDI over or anything like that. This is just integrated right into Live. You can't beat it, man. Go over there and get this. Spend the money on this, man. Do it. All right. So with that being said, yeah, Captain Chords is going to come at the highest price at $79, I do believe. And just look at this too. I mean, they're gonna they got to get endorsed by David Guetta, which I'm pretty sure they probably paid him to say something. And You know, you know, it's a good product. I'm talking bad about them. Experts, they speak for themselves. And look how Fabrizio they are, man. They just let the product sell itself. You have to respect that. Look at this. There's no fancy glitter or gimmicks. Obviously, I love this one a lot, so I like them all. All right, so and these guys are just super cool. And this is going to come with a bass too, a JF74 bass, which connects together and talks to each other, and it's pretty cool. So these two are probably the better of the two. This is totally different. This is going to be some sound. I don't know. They all have their little things. So without further ado, let's go into our Ableton here. And since we have Captain Chords up first, I don't know how to do Captain Chords first. Let's go get Cthulhu. Throw this down real quick. All right, and then we're gonna have to go get it. This is just the demo version of it, so I didn't pay for this one. And I just after I got the J74, I just didn't feel it to be necessary. So, all right. So what we're gonna do? This is not really a walkthrough, but you know, with these you have to take the MIDI in. So we're gonna have to take the MIDI in from Cthulhu, take the post effects, put it on the Cthulhu, and now let's bring up Cthulhu so we can see what we're doing. We're gonna take the ARP off here real quick, and then I'm just gonna reach over and I'm not looking. I'm just gonna hit random keys over here on my keyboard. And we have to take this and put monitor in. And turn my master up a little bit. Now let's go in here and we have these chord presets in here, and there's some Bach chorals. I don't know what that exactly is. I guess Bach has his own, I have no idea, his own scales or chord presets so you can sound like Bach. Here's some classic ones. So we can go into C minor here. It's you know, with Cthulhu, I feel like it's I mean, you can definitely okay. So you like this one, and you can assign it over. It's gonna learn it, and that's kind of cool. I haven't dug deep into it right now. I feel it's like a Hail Mary with what you're gonna get out of it. I mean, you have to play around with it, and that's kind of cool too, because you're gonna come up with something that you normally probably wouldn't come up with. So I have a deep respect for that. And these guys here are just gonna I'm just reaching over and hitting random things. So you know, that's kind of it. Menu, let's see, remove, transform. What is that gonna make major chords minor? Okay, add. Okay, so there's some neat stuff here. And I wanted to know if there was a way that I could strum the notes or take the start time and stagger it. I do not see that in here. So if somebody knows something that I could do in there with that, please let me know, because that's one thing I would really like to do with this. Now let's go ahead and turn the ARP on. They kind of pride themselves on this arpeggiation engine or whatever they got here, and it definitely looks cool. And like I said, I haven't really dug deep into this, so I'm just gonna hit something right now off the bat. I could see this being cool, like if you have two of these going, and then maybe on one you have the arpeggiation off, and one with the arpeggiation on, or something like that. I don't know. I'm seeing two of these hooked up and getting some cool results. Note select, random select, octave, pitch, velocity, gate, late. Now, could that be something that I want late? I'm not sure. It's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's definitely not what I'm looking for. That's not the sound I was looking for. Anyway, harmony, let's, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. So there's some cool options there, up there. Like I said, I'm kind of exploring this at the same time here. I like random stuff. I see a random button over here. So what is, oh, okay, I can randomize this stuff. Oh, that's a little weird. Yeah, so definitely some cool explorations you can have in here. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. And then some art presets over here. Let's see. It's different. It's very got a classical feel to it. I don't know if it's for everybody, but there's definitely some cool stuff going on in here, and I like it. Like I said, it's probably worth diving into, and maybe I'll go buy it. I don't know, but it's definitely worth a mention because I just kind of liked it, man. It's probably different than some of the other ones that I've seen, and I like it. That's all I can say. Not enough to buy it, but it was definitely cool to throw it in here. Another one I was kind of looking at was Scalar. That one kind of looked neat because it was like I said, like I wanted to put two of them on and have one doing the ARP and one doing the chords. I think Scalar kind of does that. But I had to pick three that I was kind of familiar with to make a decent video. And realistically, I just really want to talk about J74. So on to the next one here. Save the best for last, right? So Captain Chords, let's throw this in here. When you see Captain Chords, you got Captain Chords, you got Captain Deep, and you got Captain Melody and Captain Play. We're just going to talk about these first three right here really quick. And let's, the Captain Chords is going to lead the way. We can just hit random over here, and it's going to give us a G minor. Captain Deep should follow suit. It's going to be in G minor as well. And then Captain Melody, it should connect and be G minor. I don't know why it's not like that. So this is in beta. This is the product that I've been waiting for forever, and I just thought was subpar. So it's beta. It took him 9 months to get it out when he promised it to us sooner than that. So, and visualize attention by connecting to Captain Chords. Why don't you just connect automatically if you detect it there? Fix your product, buddy. All right. We'll get into this. This is let's go ahead and just turn this off. You're gonna hear me complain about that. All right. So here we are. Here we go. Starting and Captain Chords, and it has its own sounds in here, and they're cool. They're not the best, but it's enough to give you an idea of what's going on in here. So just for the sake of it, we're just going to keep it on a basic piano. And all right, so from here you got your progression. You get to choose your progression. So in here it's kind of like, okay, so you're one, you're 1, 3, 6 4s and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, if you're getting these products, you probably don't know what the hell this is and what the hell it means and what kind of things that you're just going to be blindly going, okay, do I like this one? And that's what I really like about trying to learn some music theory, because you're going to learn how these create a mood and things like that. So please don't let these items replace, trying to learn your music theory. I mean, these are great, but like I said, man, just because you're in scale and just because it doesn't mean that you're going to get across the mood that you're trying to portray into your music and the story that you're trying to tell. These things are kind of Hail Mary items or to get out of stuck. So anyway, here we are. We're gonna choose one of these. We're just gonna go random on it. All right. So here we are. We're in here, and you can see we can grab each one of these and change it. I wish. I guess I don't have a problem with it. I was thinking maybe if you could highlight them all and maybe move them around or something, but I don't see any option for that. No MIDI editing. It's coming soon. It's said that for a whole year. So soon. This guy's version of soon is I don't know what it is. It's not soon from anybody else's standards that I know. So you choose your progression over here. And next would be timing. That's going to be timing and rhythm are kind of, this is going to change things up quite a bit. So you can see that, that's totally different. Let's go ahead and start this thing so we can hear some differences. That's a different mood, Equilibrium, Polestar. I mean, I don't know what those are. These just like kind of like random looking names, or did you just come up with it, or does it have any meaning to it? But I like how you can kind of see the timings on this. It's kind of cool how you can come in here and kind of like kind of almost like say da ba da da, something like that. You can kind of get an idea maybe of how you want your sound to go, or how maybe your words are going. You can think about your lyrics and come in here and maybe pick something accordingly. And I find that to be kind of cool, So that's your timing. Now rhythm is it's gonna be how it's hit. So and then you can record too. And then there's also play features in here too. We're gonna look at that real quick. Changing on where it's hit, half note, quarter notes, eighths, sixteenths. Go back to action. Let's see how many actual things that we have in here. So that was basic, simple. We have some complex. Let's go secrets. That sounds cool. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. It's not bad. Space is going to give it a little bit of space. You got smart legato. You could change some of them. So it does get complex, man. Like, it's not a bad product. It's really cool, dude. Strum. Strum, I feel like it could use some help. And it's not... Yeah, I just feel like it needs help. I couldn't exactly explain what it is that I want. I just want more control over it. We'll kind of see that with the J74 product. It's got its own reverb, delay, filters. What I also like about this product here too is that it's going to help you with your arrangement and having a organized build for your song. So you have verses, you have your pre-chorus, chorus, and drop. So all these are going to have, you come in here and listen to it. You can actually like go from one to the other while you're listening to it and go, okay, that sounds really cool. And you almost build your song here and then drag it out. I've never quite used it all that way because I find some of this just sounds kind of cheesy. Anyway, so we're going to turn on the bass here because the bass is doing its own thing. Every time I change something over here, the bass is changing up with the melody. So there's going to be some cool things going on with that. These are just the in-house sounds too, so I mean they're just enough to like get you to know what it is. That's part of my problem though, is I need to probably just throw it onto some real instruments, and it'd probably be sounding a little bit different. Let's change this up a little bit. Not my favorite, but Captain Deep is kind of doing its thing over here, and then you can kind of change. You just kind of mess around until you find something that you like. Drag and drop it over to your, like I said, he's not going to let you. There's no editing in here at all. It doesn't seem like. Besides hitting the keyboard, but like I said, you have VSTs out. You do it just like I did it with Cthulhu, and throw on. You just change your MIDI in on the DAW here. So that's pretty cool. Not bad. It ties in together. you watch a video on it and see how it works. Now I just want to come over here and complain about Captain Melody because that's I just do, because I think people need to know what they're getting, you know, for PC anyway. The Mac version looked like it's pretty cool. It actually runs just like the other ones, and I don't know why he decided to to do it like this. He sent me an email and said he wanted to reinvent the whole thing, and I was like, why? You know, it just gives what we've been looking at it for 9 months. That's what we wanted when we paid you, and you know, this little feature, your feature request, I've filled this out so many times, and yeah, so to me, these three up here, these top ones, are just garbage. They don't really do anything. It's just random stuff. I mean, yeah, cool. It's cool for some random things, but you're trying to match things up. Like I said, I mean, just because you're in scale doesn't mean that you're hitting two harmonious notes at the same time that like each other and get along. So these things are just kind of like writing in here, and it's doing a scale correction for you in here. So you can write in pencil, and you're just going to get some random type of things. And let's go ahead and turn this on. Turn this on. It's just so it's random. I mean, yeah, can you find something good on this? And yeah, you can. And I do like some random things, but whatever, you know. My doll already does scale correction, and I could just reach over and start hitting random notes and probably come up with better things that are timed better. So Paintbrush is the same thing, except for it's just going to give you, it's going to paint them on. So in a scale. And that's kind of cool. I mean, you can definitely find some cool random things out there. I guess I can learn to like that paintbrush tool and everything else, but for me, the money maker on this one is the fill tool, which definitely needs help, because you can't do anything more than one measure right here. So this is what you get to work with, all right? And I guess you can kind of come up here and choose some things, tensions. Let's just hit some random stuff here, and I'll show you what's going on. So I'm gonna hit one. You can change it while you're in it, but once you scoot over, you're not going to be able to highlight all three of these and change this anymore. I haven't found a way. I don't know. So maybe there is, but I just haven't seen it. So now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do my next measure that I get to do. And we can change it. Kind of cool. I know what you're thinking, but okay, so now I want to change this one because maybe I don't like the way it's fitting with this. I can't go over here. If I hit it with this, then it's just going to remake it. The selection tool is somewhat of a joke, because once you hit selection, you see how the option for changing everything switches over. I will select this, and then what? I can move it up and down. If you hit anything like over here, it's just going to turn it into these little single, almost like... Yeah, it's not really doing... It's not giving you the options to change the rhythm, pitch, and tensions on there again anymore. At least I don't think so. Am I able to? No, it's not going to do it. So I thought maybe it was going to stay on it, but it didn't. So you could just change this and then just come back over here and hit it, I guess. But or drag it over to your DAW and edit it there. So, and then like I said, here it is with the verses, pre-chorus, chorus, and drop. So all of these have that, so you can kind of build your song in here and see how they go together. And I find that to be kind of cool for staying organized with your arrangement. So definitely, you know, I mean, you're gonna get a lot with this plugin. Is it worth the $79, man? It really is, man. Mac users, you have an advantage over as PC users, because I just think the guy doesn't like PC users, or he's busy, he's got his other products going on, and maybe PC doesn't it only accounts for a very small percentage of his income, so he just doesn't care. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on Captain Melody. So the Captain chords and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and drop these out, and we're gonna kick in what I've been waiting for to show everybody. I'm trying to keep this 30 minutes here, which does seem long, but it's a lot to go through for just 3 products here. So anyway, so now I have these in a separate folder over here. Let's go ahead and throw on a little piano here. So just some addictive keys there. We're gonna throw that in there, and then I don't have it in my Max folder yet, so I got to grab it from here. So here's you see I've got the J74 progressive, and there's a chord detect. There's the bass line, which is kind of like what Captain does. It does connect to things, audio analyzers and stuff like that. And I've got some other products of theirs too. They're just a cool company, man. So we're gonna drop a J74. Now this is gonna go right in to the channel. There's no setting up anything. It's right there. It's going to edit the clips right into your clip selection here. So, yeah, man, here we go, man. This let's just go ahead and open up this here so you can kind of see what the UI is going to look like. It's impressive, just like on that page that I showed you earlier. These are going to be the things that you're probably going to use the most here. We got chord explorers. This is going to be kind of like the Cthulhu thing here. When you hit them. And I think this kind of like loads into the Launchpad and everything else. So that's just another cool thing. You can integrate it with your products if you have Launchpad Pros or Launchpads or pushes or anything like that. So, and it was cheaper than all the other ones, you know, by far too. Circle of fifths. We've got our chord progression chart, so you can kind of understand what's going on. Clip modifier, super cool. It's gonna modify your clips. And clip analysis. This is gonna tell you if you move things around. It may tell you where you're at and what. It's going to be a chord analyzer, basically. They have another product like that that comes with it that you can just drop down on a track, and it's going to tell you what chords are being played, which is just kind of cool if you're trying to do a remix and things like that. I can't hear exactly what's going on with some things. My wife is the one that can come in here and just pick out anything. She's a first chair celloist and head choir, so her ear is superhuman, and I just am flabbergasted how some people can do that. But obviously, if you're here watching this video, you're probably not one of those people, and you need some, you know, a little help with the music scale. So I just picked a C minor over here. Let's get rid of some of this so we're not so bothered by it. But just take a minute to appreciate what they're giving you here and all this stuff here. And you can just press on the circle of fifths. You see the circle of fifths? So if you want to go in here and play around, you can touch these and so pretty cool. It gives you a lot of information, and you see they kind of show you over here. They show you how these progressions are going, and this is just super cool. You know, it is a lot to take in. Is it a little more complicated? Yes, it is. But don't you want to learn more? I mean, or do you want your stuff to sound like bubblegum, man? Like it came out of a bubblegum dispenser? Because that's really what the other ones kind of sound like, really, to me. They definitely sound cookie cutter, and they sound synthetic, and yeah, I'm not going to say any more about that. So let's go in here and check this out. Let's see what this bad boy does. So we've just selected our C minor, and we have progression types. We have pop and dreamy and other things like that. I'm just going to keep it on its default here. We're just going to keep it on pop. All right. go check out this guy's videos. There's like 15 videos that I mean, it's a long time to actually learn this thing all the way through, and I'm need to watch them probably another 5 or 6 times. So let's go ahead. See, we're on our clip 1 here, so we're gonna go ahead and just say create a clip, and boom, yeah, we have our clip down here. Let's go ahead and hit play. Nothing special. Kind of sounds like Captain Chords or the other ones. Basic, but we haven't even gotten into anything yet. So now we can change something up here. We can say, let's say add a 7th, and we can just hit, we're on this one here, so it will change it when I hit it, but we'll just have to hit play again. So I'm gonna say create clip, and then we'll hit play. Now we can add a low tonic in here, and that's going to give us a kind of a bass note in there. So let's go ahead and hit create clip, and you can hear it adds the low tonic in there. Pretty cool, right? It's starting to get a little more complex. Let's go skip in Triads. Let's turn that on. Let's hit create a clip. Getting a little more rich now. Skip 7ths, and actually let's just go ahead and make a new clip. So I'm right up underneath it. So say we like that, but we want something else, you know, maybe to change it up or to do different parts of our song. We can start adding some other things here. So let's go create a clip, and now we have a different clip underneath it. So let's hear what that's going to sound like. All right, kind of cool. Let's take these skips off, and let's put a spread on here and hit the create a clip. So we're still in this slot here, so it changed that one. Pretty cool. Definitely way more complex. Pretty awesome, right? So let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the stuff that I've been talking about, this humanization thing. So we have a start delay down here, and start variation is fixed. We're going to go to variable, and we're going to go to amount. So let's take this up. Let's take it up just a little bit right now. Oh, no, let's go ahead and just take it up. Let's go humanize. Let's go with like this to be sounding very human. Let's go ahead and create the clip and take a listen to what's going on. Probably should have taken the spread off, but that's fine. Let's hear it. You see how these notes down here are very staggered. Now, Captain Chords kind of does that, but think about how much more. I mean, they do it like by, I don't know what that was. What was that on there? It was like 20 milliseconds maybe. You see you get in the 50s and 60s and stuff. You're starting to, that sounds like someone's playing. It doesn't sound like some bot is creating it, which is just nuts to me. Let's take the spread off here, and let's change chord to maybe ARP up and down. So let's go underneath this, because I like that one right there. So let's go ahead and create a clip. Create a clip underneath that, and look what it's done down here. It's something else. Okay, here we go. Let's play that. You know what I'm saying? That is just that's pretty wicked, man, what it's doing here. That doesn't sound generated at all. So if that isn't tickle your fancy enough, let's just say you don't know where you want to go. Let's just say I feel lucky. It's going to randomize kind of all this stuff here. So and I love stuff like that for when you're stuck or you just want to sit down and you don't know which direction you want to go. You just say, I'm feeling lucky, man. You know, and then boom, you don't know what you're going to get. It might be crappy, but I haven't really gotten anything crappy out of this thing. Could be a breakdown or something like that. You know, you're not gonna. They can't all be winners. You know, so let's go ahead and hit this again. Now this is come up with something pretty complex down here. pretty cool. And you got your chord progression matrix over here. So we can, you know, and I think we could switch this live. So as it's going to change things live, let's go ahead and expand. Go ahead and click this here. So create a chord progression. So reverse it. Boom, reverse. There's so many options in here. That's what I like about this, man. You're not gonna get stuck. You're gonna come up with things that are just not like the other two products or anything else. I've watched videos on all of the products and nothing comes close to this at all. Custom chords here, things that you can do with that. Assigning. Now auto ARP. Let's play with this a little bit here. Let's go ahead and go up to this clip here. We could stop all clips. Okay, so we're gonna come back out of this. It does have a guitar too, so this is gonna be more of a strum type of thing too. So there's so many different things to mix and match and to do in here. So I'm just gonna hit auto ARP. Okay, now it's randomly done some things in here. It's definitely done variables and done mouths, and this section right here is just blows my mind. So let's go ahead and create a clip here and see what it's done for us. Just totally different. I mean, the other ones sound bubblegum, and this just sounds rich. And if you want to disagree with me, leave a convince me, prove me wrong, man. Lead me somewhere, show me, man. I could be wrong. There could be something better, but I just have not found it or seen it. This just super cool on this product, and I could keep talking about it all day, but we're at 37 minutes here now. So, you know, you're not gonna be able to get this if you're not an Ableton user. So that's where this comes in. You know, we are blessed to have this really, really cool Max for Live device for us, and it's cheaper than all the other ones, and it's just going to teach you more. And it's not really that complicated to come in here and actually get something going. Definitely with the auto ARPs and I feel lucky kind of stuff. And all you have to do is just hit a button and just hit boom. And it's just, and if you heard like with this one here, I mean, nothing really sounded bad. And it sounded unique too. Like the other ones were just blah. I don't know. You're going to get some cool stuff out of it, but it's like I said, it's just so bubblegum and cookie cutter. So, Triads here. I hope that was something that you could benefit from. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. Triads out.